Good morning, Secretary. Can you update us on the Pasig-Marikina Waterway project? What's the status and when do you expect to finish that, sir?
Several multi-phase kasi itong Pasig-Marikina upgrading, no? So, kung mapupunan nyo, yung hanggang magmula dito sa opening ng Pasig River, no, Manila Bay, nandoon na kami sa may almost sa Napindan, no, Napindan Channel. So tuloy-tuloy yan. Phase 1 and Phase 2 has been implemented. Patapos na sa Phase 2. Papunta na kami sa Lower Marikina River, no. So we will continue to improve that, and tapos na rin yung master plan for the flood control program for NCR, no? So ina-identify na namin kung ano yung mga infrastructure interventions na kasama dyan sa master plan for NCR. Kinabit na namin dyan yung master plan for the Central Luzon area, ibig sabihin Bulacan, Pampanga, at matatapos ito sometime June. And then we will identify naman ang susunod doon kung ano yung mga projects that we will be implementing. So ito tuloy-tuloy yan, no? All the way to Upper Marikina River.
So sir, by June tapos na yung project, sir?
No. Mag-uumpisa yung Phase 3, no?
Phase 3, sir.
Which is papunta na ng Upper Marikina.
So sir, by 2016, online na yung waterways project?
Oh yes. Maliban dyan, meron din kaming inaayos dito sa may Mandaluyong, no? Kasi ang Mandaluyong is a major catchment. Yung may silo, yung rotonda ron. Talagay ko, alam naman natin, konting ulan, yun ang unang nagbabaha because it's a major catchment of the San Juan and Mandaluyong area.
So yung the budget is still within
Yes.
the projected?
It's all within our regular funding, no? Yung sinasabi kong Pasig Marikina upgrading, this is foreign assisted project, but it is within yung GOP portion is covered by our budgets.
Thank you, sir.
IBC 13.
Sir, Secretary, clarification lang po dun sa PPP. Dun po sa, ang sabi niyo po kasi 2 to 3 are being lined up for this year. Meron na po ba kayong date on the possible rollout? Tapos po, dun sa dalawang unsolicited projects, are you mulling to award this already to those who have proposed it, or option pa rin po sa inyo to bid this out?
No, because there are clear proponents, no? One is the MNTC, and we have designated them as the original proponent, no? The other is a proponent with TRB, no? Because yung Citra is yung Skyway is a project under TRB, no? So that is identified under TRB, and there is a proponent na ikakabit sa existing Skyway, no? So dalawa yon, very specific proponents are on the table, no? It's a matter of executing them.
For the third that you're considering, the NAIA Expressway.
That is going to be for open competitive bidding.
Yes. When do you eye to...
Tinatapos na lang namin yung final agreement with the locators because this is a new addition, no, yung locators of the PAGCOR area, no. We're just looking at the final alignment.
So roughly, sir, around the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter should be a good target for all three.
And then, sir, can you divulge some information regarding the 8...
I don't have the names with me, no?
Okay.
Because it's really principally a Dpwh program.
Okay po.
Tumutulong lang kami because of our familiarity with infrastructure PPP.
So, clarification lang po, for the two unsolicited, hindi na po kayo open for the open bidding?
No more.
No more?
No more.
Okay. Yung rollout po nung dalawang yon, we are expecting it at the second half of this year?
That's correct.
Okay po. Thank you.
Si Betty? Si...
Hi sir, balikan lang po natin yung sa CNN ranking sir on traffic sir kasi may binabanggit kasi in relation daw to infrastructure problems din sir and roads and yung sa flood sir. Do you think it was fair sir to compare the Philippines to other first world countries sir? Kasi si MMDA chairman Francis Tolentino said na hindi daw fair yun. What's your take on this sir?
Well, hindi mo lang pwedeng sabihin unfair yan or kwan. They have their own indices, no? But what is important here is we are now being benchmarked, no, against international standards, and that's why we kept emphasizing we have to improve our competitiveness, global competitiveness. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin sa mga international magazines na yan o na wag nyo kaming isali, no? In fact, we should always be included, no? Unfortunately, that's how they look at us, no? So it's a challenge for us to improve, no? So to me, it is a challenge rather than pagtuunan ko ng pansin, awayin ko yan na mali yung survey. I consider it a challenge.
And sir, could you tell us more on the Dpwh actions to decongest traffic in Metro Manila, sir?
Well, unang-una, Metro Manila traffic is under the jurisdiction of MMDA. No? We coordinate with them, we support them. If they tell us, why don't you try to work on improving this section and so on and so forth. No?
Tsaka on the tourism convergence program naman sir, statement lang po sir on the goals of this program sir.
Ano?
Statement lang po natin sir on the tourism convergence program with the DOTC, kung
Well,
ano po yung objective nito.
The objective here is we want to put money where our mouth is. No? Sinasabi natin, developin natin ang tourism. What have we done in the past about supporting tourism? Classic example, naglalagay tayo ng airport sa isang area sa Lagandingan. And yet, DPWH has not programmed funds to improve the access to that airport. No? That airport will open with a 2-lane highway. No? Nagbukas tayo ng airport sa Bacolod. Ngayon pa lang kami naghahabol ng access to the Bacolod Airport. No? Hindi ba nakakatawa yun? No? So, now we are coming up with a convergence program with line agencies. Sabi namin, pwede ba i-define nyo kung saan yung mga RoRo ports, saan yung airports, saan yung tourism destinations ninyo para masuportahan namin. For a long time, people go to Donsol. No? Nakita nyo ba kung anong klaseng kalye papunta sa Donsol? No? I mean, kawawa naman talaga tayo if we continue to think the way we've been thinking about tourism. No? So now we're putting a lot of sense into tourism destinations. Kaya so local yan o national ang access dyan, we will do it. No? So that's why we're putting a package, what we refer to as tourism infrastructure program. No? So that we are able to access. Ilang RoRo ports ang walang magandang access at ayaw ng puntahan dahil bako-bako yung mga kalyeng babagsakan mo after a RoRo port, no? I just cannot see the convergence in the past, no?
Okay sir, salamat po.
Thank you very much. Tawagan natin si Joel Atencio.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, follow-up lang po dun sa road widening projects dito po sa NCR, especially sa Novaliches and the areas of Vasra and Visayas Avenue, sir.
What about?
Updates po, yung mga road widenings. Kasi,
Ang critical na kailangan namin tapusin dyan is the Commonwealth Overpass, no? Crossing from Tandang Sora to Mindanao, no? Because if we're able to complete that, then you have practically a good access on C5 to reach NLEX without going through EDSA.
I see.
So, konting bahay na lang yung binubuno namin dyan. It took us a long time to clear the houses on the approach coming from the UP side.
Sir, how about sa Quirino Highway? There has been some issues there. Road, kasi medyo masikip na po yung road na yun, yung Quirino Highway ng Novaliches. Medyo doon po nagkakaroon ng bottleneck.
Well, we have a continuing program to improve access coming into Metro Manila. Inuna lang namin yung Marcos Highway, no? Tapos na kami sa Marcos, and kasi aside from widening Marcos, we also address the flooding in the area, no? Kasi palagi ko yung mga nakatira dyan, alam naman natin na pag umulan, merong mababang portion dyan at hindi natatawiran ng kahit na anong sasakyan, no? So, we've tried to address that by putting a 4 meter by 2.5 meter box culvert, no? Kasi laki nitong kwartong to ang ibinaon sa ilalim ng kaling yan.
Thank you, sir.
Si Jeff.
Sir, last po. Sir, yung may nasabi kasi si Chairman Tolentino noon na may planong magkaroon ng parang highway along
Sky Bridge.
Sky Bridge. Ano yun? Possible ba yun?
That will be almost at the same alignment at the proposal of the C3 link. Kasi yan talaga is what we refer to as the missing C3 link, no? Yung C3 kasi talagang ang linya niyan Araneta Avenue. Pero naputol yan pagdating sa San Juan, no? Sa Kalentong putol. Ang kakabit dapat niyan is Buendia, no? Yun yung missing link na yan. So we have done several studies, no? Kasama yung sinasuggest ni Chairman Tolentino, which will cross and connect the C3 using part of Pasig River and using San Juan River and connect to Araneta Avenue. So lahat yan pinag-aralan namin, and we have made our recommendations. No?